What makes it really difficult to recognize a covert narcissist is their sweet tongue and nice demeanor. You know how pleasant they are to deal with in the beginning when they have their mask put on, but they are a wolf, a very cunning one in sheep's clothing. Today, I am going to expose them inside out because their tongue can lie, their body cannot contain their narcissism. The topic for today is 7 facial expressions that expose a covert narcissist. Stay until the very end because I am going to share my personal experiences with you. I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. Before we get started, a quick announcement. I just launched my new program on how to overcome betrayal trauma after narcissistic abuse in 5 practical steps. If you want to trust yourself and others again, click the I button above or the link in the description to get access at an early bird price. Number 1, you will notice one side of their lips curling up towards their eyes, upper part of the face, and the other in a very strange way coming down, something like this. And they may be looking down. When dealing with a covert narcissist, you definitely go through a lot of emotions. You feel the pain, but you are not able to recognize the source. And here it is. When they have to punish you, when they have to put you down, when they have to show you how disgusted they feel by your presence, or when they need to tell you they're angry at you without using words, they will pull a face like this. It's a sneer. It's not just a smirk. It's more than that. You're not able to understand what they're trying to say. How should I approach? Should I try to please them? Should I try to backstep a little bit? What have I done? They leave you dealing with a lot of uncertainty, which causes anxiety. My mother used to do it all the time when she intended to punish me for something that definitely wasn't wrong, but she thought it was wrong since it violated her. She would give me this kind of look with her lips doing all those weird things. And she would do it with everybody. Then she would add some words. Yeah, you did the right thing. Okay, I'm happy for you. Oh, good for you. Fine. Almost showing like she is the biggest victim in the room. She has been destroyed. She has been abandoned, neglected, left alone. Nobody thinks about her. And the person in question is the most selfish person to ever walk on the surface of this earth. Number 2, head shakes while looking down. It looks like this. This is to show I am disappointed with you. Now, you know, covert narcissists do not use a lot of words. They're extremely passive aggressive. So when they intend to stonewall you, when they intend to drown you using your emotions, they'll give you a look like this. Let's say I took some time for myself. I was not feeling like sitting in the living room with my family, but my narcissistic mother wanted me to do that. I violated a boundary. In her terms, I disrespected her. How dare me? So, to punish me, she would just pull a face like that. I also noticed she would never make eye contact with me while giving me this kind of somatic stonewalling, body based stonewalling. She would look down, insinuating a couple of things. One, that I had targeted her. 2, I hadn't listened to her, which makes me a bad child. 3, that I should feel pathetic, that I should drown in my own shame, that I deserve no respect or acceptance whatsoever from her. Number 3, deep breaths, which look like this. Sometimes it's combined with eye rolls, which can look like this. They do it when you're talking to them, when they want to make you feel like you are exaggerating things, you are being too sensitive, you are making their life a living hell, and you're not making any sense. They won't say that to you, but they'll roll their eyes with big sighs all the time, which tells us what? They hate you. They do not respect you. If your partner, employee, or child is trying to open up and is trying to give you feedback, trying to tell you how you need to improve yourself, or at least how you hurt them, you should just hold some space, be respectful. But of course, this is what shows us they lack empathy. You will only not make eye contact. You'll only roll your eyes if you think you are better than them, that they are a nuisance to deal with, that you do not want to put up with their behavior, that you would want them to stay silent, act like a doormat. Do not complain and keep tolerating abuse. That is a covert narcissist, hidden grandiosity and extreme self absorbedness. Number four, the dagger eyes of a covert narcissist. I say a covert narcissist aggression is far more dangerous than an overt narcissist anger. Now, that may not seem to be the case on a surface level, but you have to experience both to know the difference. As you may already know, my father was a malignant narcissist, mother was a covert one, so I can tell you that when my father would rage, he would cool down, if not instantly, but within a couple of minutes. He would throw a fit and then go crazy and talk with nobody. But when my mother would do it, she would not stop for hours. It would be a total shit show. I'm talking about those dagger eyes that try to kill you in that moment. Their eyes bulge out and they look at you like this, as if they intend to kill you. Truly, they intend to destroy you in that moment. My mother have given me that kind of look only a couple of times, but I assure you, I'm telling you, whenever she gave me that look, it truly terrified me to my core, because that type of personality I had never seen in her. It was a total 180. It was like a demon coming out of her. And she would then scream and yell and cry. I mean, she would become a total psychopath in that moment. Have you experienced something like that? Please let me know in the comments. Number five, fake laughter with strangers or even with you when you are trying to have a serious conversation with them. Covert narcissists make fun of everything that is not about them. If you approach this type of a beast and tell them, I am working on a project and I need complete silence, or I need not to be disturbed, or else I will face the consequences. My boss is extremely strict. And they laugh it off. They laugh. What is there to laugh about? They intentionally want to trigger you because their goal is to bring you down. They are extremely jealous of you. A covert narcissist is driven by animosity, it's not jealousy. They are driven by the desire to destroy. When they decide to bring you down, they leave no stone unturned, which is why I keep calling them secondary psychopaths. So they laugh at you and make sure that project is spoiled somehow. It is destroyed for you. They have a habit of laughing with strangers. My mother would sulk and be all sad with us. Then all of a sudden, with a stranger, she would be bubbly, joyful, like squeaky joyful, really happy. And that would make me think, what's wrong? She truly is living with a demonic family. We must be a burden on her. Probably she's a free spirit and she cannot express that in these family dynamics. And that's the reason why she can laugh her heart out when she's with others. No, it was all about shape shifting. I realized it later. It still surprises me to a certain degree how she would be able to do it and not feel that laughter. I mean, when you laugh, you have to feel something, like you should be happy about something. But when a covert narcissist laughs like that, and you get to see two sides of the coin, and the difference between the two aspects is that of day and night, you definitely are dealing with a hypocrite, the biggest hypocrite ever. Number six, this is the sign that confirms it all. They will act all grumpy and unhappy when it's not about them. Let's say it's your birthday, it's somebody's marriage, they will act like it's a funeral because nobody's paying attention. Or they will want everybody to cry for them because they're the biggest victim in the room. You can meet them after months. They may pretend to be happy for a couple of minutes, but then they will change the emotional state of the environment. They will all of a sudden be grumpy, unhappy, something is wrong, something is not working for them. You didn't buy them this, you didn't do that. They'll start complaining on and on and on. A normal parent, a healthy partner would never do something like this. Why would you have a list to complain about when you have so many things to connect over and be grateful for? That is not what their brain thinks. Number seven, this is more than a facial expression. They start crying all of a sudden when you're sharing a good news with them. I have witnessed it in front of my eyes. Like, you may have gotten a job offer, and that could be a big deal for you. You'll go running to that narcissist and say, I've been selected, I qualified, I cracked the exam, I passed the interview. Wow, yay. Instead of being happy for you, they will act like they have been defeated, that they have been put down. They want everybody else to fail. My mother literally did what I am sharing with you. A couple of years ago, me and my friend visited my family. So while he was living with us, he got a job offer. His life was extremely difficult. He was a scapegoat of his family and they had abandoned him. So it was truly a big deal. When he came downstairs and shared that news with us, we were so happy, like finally things are stabilizing. But then literally, I couldn't make sense of that. My mother started crying and then started complaining about her difficulties. This is not right in her life. That is not right. And she has got no clue whatsoever how to cope. Who does that? I mean, that is called stealing away somebody's happiness. So, if these are the things that you get to see and experience with the person that you're with, but you're not sure if they're a covert narcissist, guaranteed they're a covert narcissist. With that smirk, those sighs, eye rolls, and that weird smile, you're dealing with a person who is condescending, who is a hypocrite, and has got no empathy whatsoever for you. With that, let's bring this episode to an end. I hope you really enjoyed it. Please share your experiences in the comments below. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.